Hello and welcome into the RotoWire Fantasy Soccer Podcast brought to you by SoRare. Are you looking for NFTs that are both fun and have actual utility? Then you should try SoRare, the largest NFT-based fantasy game. You can collect, trade, and compete with officially licensed digital cards of soccer players from over 180 clubs on SoRare. That's SORARE.com. I am Andrew Laird, Senior Soccer Editor of RotoWire, joined on this Tuesday, September 28th by Luis Pacheco to talk about Wednesday's Champions League slate. Luis, this feels very much like the last game week. I think it was 2 weeks ago when we did the Wednesday show meaning we previewed Wednesday's slate after getting the Tuesday one completely wrong. But I think we were okay on the Wednesday one, so I'm thinking we bounce back for tomorrow's slate.
That's right. Yeah, no, we were okay. I knew that today is going to be a weird one. So, obviously I just had to say the goalkeeper is not important to, one goalkeeper to break the slate, right? And it is what it is, right? I felt that, I saw the lineups winning. A lot of Donnarumma, lots of Mahrez, which doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is, And then, Neymar wasn't good, which is okay. Real Madrid was terrible, so I'm happy, but not for my lineups. And then,
I think it was the Real Madrid losing, and after being the biggest favorite. And then I think what surprised me most was just how good Liverpool were.
Yeah, Liverpool is a machine.
And we kind of said that we thought they might not go all out just because they don't tend not to do that playing away in the Champions League. And 5-1 at Porto is a pretty big statement.
Well, yes. If you saw the goals, I'm going to say the goalkeeper was very friendly today.
He may have had some money on Liverpool.
My God. He's a young guy. He will learn from this. But wow, 2 or 3 goals was really, really, really on him. Anyhow, it felt that Liverpool was all over, and after I think they went up early, and then Porto said, "Well, we don't have nothing to defend now, so just try to attack," and it's kind of like attacking with a plastic 4, right? So didn't feel like much, but anyhow, I felt that but Dortmund, nobody hurts you. I thought Eden Hazard was pretty good, but they swapped him in. I'd give it to Sheriff Tiraspol. That's my team now. I really like them. They're feisty, and they play all English style, so they just cross to the box.
Yeah.
Cristiano's cross was amazing. So, and then Atletico just doing Atletico things. That was what it is. But anyhow, it's like another slate today. So we have the dependable Bayern Munich today. So right.
Oof, yeah. So we've got Bayern Munich, huge favorite against Dynamo Kyiv.
Yeah.
Man United favored at home against Villarreal. Salzburg favored against Lille. And then we've got 3 away favorites. Chelsea favored away to Juventus, which, a few months ago I think would have been crazy to say. And now it kind of looks accurate.
Yeah.
Barcelona favored away to Benfica, and Sevilla favored away to Wolfsburg. That game has the second lowest total. Chelsea Juventus is the lowest, which is funny to see. But similar to the Real Madrid line from today, you have to assume the idea at least is to get as much Bayern Munich as you can, right?
Yeah, the difference is Bayern Munich is not as friendly. So of salaries,
yeah.
But on the other hand, the not as friendly salaries is compensated by the non-existent subs, because it's just I think Kingsley Coman is still recovering for the heart condition, right?
Yep.
And I don't think they can give some minutes to Jamal Musiala, but if Gnabry is fine, they should, and Sané is fine, and Mueller's still Mueller, and Lewandowski's still Lewandowski. So I know the Bayern is a favorite. They probably can score 5 goals, but it's I mean, they feel they're going to play most of the game. I mean, and probably you will, if you want to play the forwards, you're going to have to give up the Alfonso Davies, or which is not bad. I think he's reasonably priced but expensive. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Lille is an underdog, but Salvos look pretty good against Sevilla. I mean, they missed like three penalty kicks, I think. PKs,
Yep.
as we say in America, right? So
Yeah, that game was a wacky one, but I don't know.
yeah,
Lille, this year's Lille is not last year's Lille, and so I think
it's different
Salzburg
coach. Yeah,
at home, yeah, Salzburg at home. I'm not sure they deserve to be underdogs to Lille, but I don't know. I think obviously the biggest question on the slate is, do you play the 11-5 for Robert Lewandowski, who's got minus 330 anytime goal scorer odds, by far the highest on the slate. He's the most expensive player, but he had his goal streak ended this past weekend. He had scored in every Bayern game in all competitions since February until last weekend when he failed to score against, I don't know if they're the
Freiburg.
last.
Yeah, and then Friday, right?
Yeah. Oh, Friday. Excuse me. Yeah.
It's fine. Friday's a weekend, right? So.
Yeah. So do you have room for Lewandowski?
I think you have to.
Yeah. It's like real scary not to.
It's tough not to. I mean, and what are the options, right? Like, I mean, as we say, big favorite Bayern Munich at home. I mean, we see what happened in Champions League when a big favorite then actually delivers. Not like Real Madrid or Juventus last year. Is Liverpool's 5 goals. I mean, I can see a five goal scores. I mean, Bayern Munich always scores a lot of goals. Yeah, it's possible that he doesn't, but then it's like, all right, what are the alternative? You can say, we're not going to save some money, I'm going to go to Ronaldo, but Villarreal is a tough team. I mean, it's just the revenge game of the Europa League final, right?
That's right.
So it's not an easy team to score against. And Ronaldo, it's I mean, I didn't see as Ronaldo is older now, so he cannot play that many minutes anymore, and I feel that between Ronaldo and Lewandowski, I mean, the savings are not much. Also, Bruno took the PK, right? So
Well, he missed it though.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Well, Emiliano Martinez magic. He's working his magic. He's trash talking, and he's getting in their head.
We have big forwards on this slate.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lewandowski and Ronaldo, you said.
Yeah.
You've got Memphis Depay.
Yeah.
Romelu Lukaku. I think those are kind of the headliners that may consider other, but my guess is you need one of them to score twice to make up for not having Lewandowski, which is why I think everybody's just going to play Lewandowski.
I think so too. And also, I mean, you can play, I mean, it feels like it's going to be Lewandowski and Sane or Gnabry. Well, Sane is forward, right? Gnabry is not forward because nobody knows why, but it is. And then it's Mueller, right? So it's going to be a matter of like who of the 3 people want to pick. I mean, of the 4 actually. So probably having Kimmich along them, which is Kimmich is being scoring goals even. So it's a matter of like, it's like, I mean, what can you do? Say Ronaldo is the other favorite. It's not as big favorite, and then everybody else is kind of like a away favorite, right?
Yeah.
Like Barcelona is a away favorite, Benfica. I don't know. It feels that. I mean, Barcelona needs a win, but is Barcelona dependable? It will be dependable. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel that there's a lot of turmoil. I mean, the pie is good, but it's not like in Netherlands with everything runs around him. Like Ansu Fati can come in or somebody else can come in, and I mean, you still have to pay pretty penny for him. So it's not like it's not like Neymar A5 today. Then you can, move your head.
Yeah, I agree. And you're not going to play. I don't think, Greenwood or like you're not going to pay 8,900 for Greenwood.
Yeah,
when you have the other Bayern guys around there.
No, it just makes no sense. Absolutely. I mean, it's just if you think about it. I mean, like if who other forward can you play than you feel is going to be, you give me decent chances of with floor, give me a goal and give me value to compensate for Lewandowski. I don't see many. I mean, Dybala is gone now. I mean, even it's against Chelsea too, which is hard to
Yeah.
score on. I mean, you can say, well, there's after what, like the Sevilla guys, they get sub early. I mean, Ocampos, we have played him and we've been disappointed. And
I get that guy wrong every time.
yeah, same here. And I mean, I just don't see much around. Like you can say, well, I'm gonna save the money for Lewandowski and hope for the best, compensating with floor points. So.
Do you have any interest in the Salzburg forwards, even though you said you were surprised Lille weren't favored?
I mean, I like Adeyemi. He's a good player. I don't know how much he's in. Apologize for that.
He's 7,800. He's not cheap.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not cheap. I mean, I like Jonathan David at that price, but it's just prices are not pretty good. Like Everton is 5-6, but it's against Barcelona. Not that means much now, but I mean, I don't mind Everton as a cheap guy, but as a guy, then you say, well, I'm going to compete with Lewandowski, and it's just going to be the savings. I don't see it. I see Ronaldo, but Villarreal seems a more decent team, and you see in the goal scorer odds, it's a big difference in between Ronaldo and Lewandowski. So
yeah, I was trying to convince myself that Yaremchuk would be okay, but I'm not sure I can afford a 55-minute forward on this slate.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, it's just to play Yaremchuk. It just feels that. Yeah, I mean, I would play Everton, I think, which is another 55-minute guy.
Right.
I mean, I don't know who else could be. Like Rafa is 7,000. We have Maximilian Philip and takes set pieces, but he scored 5 points. I saw them maybe a proud American team Wed my star. So you need a cheap forward. I mean, I don't know if you need a cheap forward. I mean, you probably, you have. I mean, I'm thinking that we have some midfielders and you can play sub 5,000. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, don't save money at forward. Just play big guns. I mean, cash probably Bayern stack. And if you want to be different, well, get the pie instead of the other. I mean, you can do Lewandowski the pie. And sure, maybe you see some Ronaldo Lewandowski.
I think you'll definitely see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tella's price. It's just DraftKings doesn't let me much time to do analysis.
Tellus is 5,700, which is fine, but yeah. I don't know.
It's fine. It's not. Oh, look at this bargain. It's not
right.
It's not like Pedro Porro 3,500, but
Right.
He did well today. I don't know how much did, but I know he's like 6-7 points.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
I just don't see a way out of playing two. I mean, it's either going to be two Bayern forwards or Lewandowski and Ronaldo, or maybe Memphis. I don't see Lukaku being that popular.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's still Juventus away. I mean,
yeah,
Juventus is still a good team,
Yeah,
and everybody else is just. I mean, everybody else just gamble. Like Rafa Mir. I like Rafa Mir, but a 7-7 is too much. I mean, I see Luke De Jong at that price, and I want to say yes, but then like that meme of the lady that is looking at the computer and say, that one. I don't know. But it's 5-3, but it's Luke De Jong. So I don't know. I feel Danjuma is 7,000. I was thinking maybe Danjuma, he's a fast guy, counters. No, it's just
well, in that price range, Ozzy in chat here brought it up. Sancho at 7,100 if he starts.
Oh God.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad either.
I think
I
I'd
agree.
rather play him than Danjuma.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, is you spend money on them and on the forwards, and I for me, it's like I feel it's going to be a lot of Lewandowski, Sane, Lewandowski, Depay, Lewandowski, Cristiano. I feel that's Lewandowski going to be very high on. Then is if you want Sane and use some money for midfielders, so you want to go big and go Lewandowski, Cristiano, and then some
Yeah.
tons.
There are definitely lots of midfielders you can play. Like I think it's
Yeah,
actually turns into more of an opportunity cost issue of like
yeah,
if you play if you play two high priced forwards, it makes it a little tougher to play Joshua Kimmich.
yeah,
You can still play him. It's not impossible,
yeah,
but you're really punting in other spots. But there are plenty of midfielders. Like there are some in the 5K range that you can
yeah,
play. I think it's possible that, like, I don't see this being a 25-point floor game from Kimmich, but he
yeah.
could definitely have 3 assists. And then you just,
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not, but I agree with you. I mean, I think, um, Kimmich obviously pricey. Bruno seems reasonable for his usual prices. He got set pieces back. You know, so you could do that instead of like playing, Ronaldo. But I mean, if you're gonna play any of the expensive guys, probably you're gonna go with Kimmich, which is 8-2 doesn't seem bad.
no.
Considering like his upside and the form he's in. And then, as you say, there's like there's a the Salzburg guys. Um, the, which one you like better? I like Seawall better.
Seawald is absolutely the
Yeah.
guy I went right to.
I used to like sushi better, but he's now the more expensive, and he missed the PK, so he's probably not gonna take another one. But
Oh,
yeah, I obviously between Kimmich and Seawall. I mean, I like Eric Lamela, but not at that price. I just can't. Just can't. It's just too much opportunity cost of forward. I think I'm gonna have to. The luck of the slate is gonna be Sheka if he stars instead of
mhm.
just easy, because he's been taking corner kicks for
Yeah.
this little team, and for 4,000 you can do a lot worse.
What about
Um,
your boy Danny Parejo?
mm, I mean, I'd rather play Aronson, honestly, or
Oh, okay.
yeah, I do. I mean, I just Danny Parejo is good. I mean, as we say, he takes a pieces and everything, but he's Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. I mean, it might take some time for sink in that but La Liga is just a small league now. I mean, it's just what it is. Like I mean, I don't think one player in Villarreal can play by Manchester United. Maybe just not one. I think no one.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it's just the star signing. Danjuma was in second division last year, so the championship.
Hmm.
So I mean, he was a good player, but it's not championship material. So anyhow, but I like Parejo, but why? I mean, you can. I'd rather play. I'd rather play Cheka. Um, at that price is not bad. I don't know if anyone else. You can always gamble with the Salzburg guy. I mean, Lille looked pretty decent to my taste against Wolfsburg.
Hmm.
So um, so that makes me think about you know maybe get some of the Cheka is not bad. I mean, he's just CC star, obviously, but he's not playing much for some reason.
No.
Um, and if you go in this range, I mean, I would consider Everton. Everton won't be bad. We set pieces for 5-5. I mean, I feel Everton and Danny Parejo are very similar. Danny Parejo is going to play 90, but Everton not going to play 90. But Barcelona doesn't scare anyone anymore. So
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I mean, it doesn't scare me. So,
Mhm.
so anyhow, so I don't know if anyone else you like. I think, you can get your Bayer guys, you get Sheka, or you get some of the Salzburg guys if you want. I don't see a reason to get Mason Mount or any of those guys. I just don't see it. Um, what else spends like Locatelli? No. Barcelona guys. I mean, Coutinho is cheap, but my God, he looks washed out.
He is. I was gonna like buy some so rare limited Coutinho cards, and I just watched him play, and I'm like, oof, this guy's a long way from being.
No, yeah, no, it's just and it's not much outside. I mean, where is he gonna go play? I don't know anymore. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's just
Pitsy 8100 is a funny price to see.
yeah, yeah. Pixie is so expensive. I guess he's not playing much, so they
Yeah.
just keep the latest scores, and
I think Mount is out. Do you give any thought to Ziyech if he starts? Or is it just Juventus just not worth it?
I mean, at that price, it's not bad, but Ziyech is not Ziyech Ajax.
Yeah.
Berges or Tadic or those guys. I mean, they just get transformed into these
Mhm.
machines. It's just what it is. Like, I mean, I was seeing the salaries today. I see Rodrigo de Paul's salary. It's like, well, this guy was awesome in Udinese. No, not anymore. Not anymore, guys. So I don't
No.
know. I mean, I think you have to. Uh, yeah, it's just CX at 7,000. I mean, I'd rather go and play. I'd rather do the Salzburg guys. I think better than CX, and it pains me to say this, but also, like in Chelsea now, is Marcos Alonso taking his corners, or is Rhys James out, or is he injured? I think he is.
Um, I didn't think he was all the way out, but he might be. Let me double check
I
here.
mean, I remember he wrecked
Oh yeah.
my
Yep.
showdown, one of
Yep.
my 325 lineups I have on Saturdays. No, and all different, unique. It's because and this is like every 10 minutes. It's like an
Dude,
exercise of resistance.
tomorrow for MLS. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
James is
yeah,
out.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like and I'm not gonna complain much, but I have to download every slate so I can do my analysis in my spreadsheet. It takes a long time.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Please, DraftKings, can you do one button all bundle? Can you give me a bundle by a sport?
Hmm.
We really appreciate it.
I like that.
As well as posting salaries early, guys.
Whoa.
Anyhow, yeah,
Now
yeah,
you're
yeah. Woo!
you're
Now I'm
asking.
asking a Christmas miracle.
Do you have any thoughts on this Wolfsburg game? Like, do you think we just stay away from it?
I think Wolfsburg is not pretty good,
Yeah.
but I feel Sevilla is better, but um, I have a problem with the Sevilla playing time fantasy pieces. Like if it's Suso is 60 minutes, if Papu Gomez is 60 minutes, is Lamela is 60. So I only can depend on the fullbacks, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I haven't seen the prices,
They're
but
not cheap.
yeah. So it's just like, are you going to play Rakitic for a PK, or are you going to play Jordan or any of those guys? I just feel those guys are not pretty good. And then Wolfsburg, the guys that you want to play are, Maximilian Arnold or Maximilian Philip. I think they're both Maximilian, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm not
Yep.
sure. They are kind of like, and then you have the big center back, the big center forward, which is like, it's Luke de Jong, but from in Wolfsburg. What's his name?
I just
Forgot
don't
his name.
think there's
Yeah.
any. I don't think I've
God.
ever won money playing guys from Sevilla or playing guys against Sevilla, and so
Yeah.
that just ends up being a stay away from me.
No, it used to be fun before this new coach. They had just so many pieces. It's kind of like Atletico now. I mean, like, maybe Trippier goes sub on, and then you get everybody in, and then everybody's out, and nobody knows what's going on. hey, we have a good team, right?
It
Not
was
pretty
weird to
nice.
see them go up a man, and it was like Trippier's the one who comes off, and it's like, wait a minute, isn't that the guy who just bombs in from the wing? And I don't know.
Yeah, he went up for Joe Felix, right? So
That
anyhow,
might
but
want Joe Felix on. So yeah, that's all. That's all that mattered.
yeah, Joe Felix was he's coming back. Anyhow, I just feel that that game is a little bit of a it's a little bit of a fantasy wasteland. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
players that has potential because Lamela has potential, Acuna, Navas, those guys have potential, but you know they're either reasonably priced or not very good price for the minutes played, and then you have other options. So
yeah.
I'd rather know. I know that Seawald is going to get 90 minutes and Erickson is going to get 90 minutes than go and gamble on Papu Gomez, which is not the Papu Gomez from Atalanta. So
No, no.
again, they go to the black hole. This La Liga, black hole of fantasy. Yeah.
Before we jump into defenders, do you love sports collectibles or fantasy sports? Because SoRare is blending them together to create an entirely new gaming experience. SoRare cards are officially licensed NFTs from over 180 clubs, including Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, and Liverpool, and built on Ethereum. You truly own your collectibles, and you can use them to win rewards such as new cards or ETH. Join SoRare and connect with your favorite teams, live the game with passion, and earn weekly prizes. That's sorare.com, SORARE.com. So Alphonso Davies is the most expensive defender on the slate, which has been the opposite of what we've seen. I know in the first slate, the first game week, he was somewhere in like the 4,000 range, which was nuts. I mean, he's obviously has no set pieces, and he's not like a huge crosser, but like he's kind of an electric player. At 6,000, even as Bayern are the biggest favorite, I don't know how you get there with having to pay up for everybody else on Bayern.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's just the algorithm is kind of wonky these days. I mean, you see one Cuadrado price today, he goes back to
Mm-hmm.
a normal price. I mean, still a
Yeah,
little bit high,
Quadrado went from
but
8,000 to 5,800 or something.
yeah. So it's just a matter that the algorithm is giving too much way too odds. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, so yeah, I think that Alphonso Davies probably expensive. I mean, not necessary on the sense like he doesn't have set pieces, so there's not that floor in there, and he's replaceable by other pieces for cheaper, I think.
I mean, we have guys I think we would normally want to play. Like I would, if I didn't have to pay so much for Lewandowski and Kimmich and possibly another forward, like I'd be happy to play Alonso, Quadrado, Telles, Grimaldo.
Yeah,
Like I'm fine playing those guys, but I don't know how you get there on this slate is the problem.
I agree. It's tough. Yeah, I don't see it either. So I think, yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind Alonso, but again, it's like I mean, it's a way. I mean, it feels like a cagey match. Feels
Yep.
like yes, Alonso can do well, but like do well for Alonso is 12 points. That's not much. I mean, it might be 2x, but for Champions League, it's not as good, right? So I feel like like Alonso and Telles are kind of trappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they might be good, but you never know. And then I mean, I like it just depends what salary you have, right? And who plays, right? Like there's rumors that maybe Gonzalo Montiel is going to start instead of Navas to give him a rest away from home. He's 2,800 for a right back.
Old River
So
Plate guy.
the rear play guy, yeah. And then the little guys are cheap. I think Reynildo is usually cheap. I don't know how cheap it is this time. Reynildo is 3.7. I don't know if Bradovich is going to play, which is relatively cheap too.
I doubt he plays.
Yeah, I saw Valentino Lazaro as a defender now. I mean, he's supposed to maybe play wing back tomorrow. I mean, against Barcelona, but 4,100 for someone that might have set piece is not bad,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, what else we
Where was
have
he
over
last
here?
year?
Oh,
Gladbach?
he was in Gladbach, I think, for a minute. Newcastle for a minute too.
Yeah.
He belongs to Inter, I think, Internationale.
It's a lot of clubs.
Well, like Miazga is anywhere now. I mean, he still belongs to Chelsea, right? It's like he made like a
Yeah.
20-year contract, like a contract with the devil.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's
Isn't it
ever going to play a
Mallorca?
minute. Alaves now,
Huh.
North
Okay.
Spain team. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's playing. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Mallorca. Or yeah, I thought it was.
Well, because all the Americans go to Mallorca because
Yeah, that's exactly what I
it's
thought.
America is the guy that is on TV with Steve Nash. They own that team,
Yeah,
I think.
Taylor Twellman, doesn't he?
Taylor Twellman, yeah, Taylor Twellman. I think he owns some part of the
Yeah, I
team.
think so too.
Yeah, and Steve Nash do too. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they have Hope. I don't know how you say his name, but Matthew Hope. Is it Hope or Hope?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hope,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hope.
so Hope, like the hope. All right, like the feeling. All right, I'm gonna say don't mind Valentino Lazaro. I mean, it depends of how much salary you have. Like, let's say I'm gonna have Lewandowski and Sane, or then you're gonna have Kimmich. Then it's not much salary left, so start picking cheap guys. Then might have some upside.
This is the slate where you make your lineups and you start looking and you're like trying to find any sort of salary savings, and then you see $2,600 Giorgio Chiellini and you say, "Oh, I could get 3 points out of that in the game with the lowest total. Why not?"
Exactly.
And then you get 2 points and hopefully not a red card.
Exactly, you do that, or the guy or the other guy. Somebody have a guy that have a goal and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else? I mean, I feel that a defender is just gonna depend, right? Like I'm not sure he's there's cheap guys for the price. There's Pervis Estupinian cheap, Alberto Moreno is cheap, but they're not. I'm not sure they're gonna play. So just just check the lineups in the RotoWire. Check the formation. They're great actually, and see if those guys are cheap, and put one in. And I mean,
at the very least, it just seems like for most people who are trying to make closer to optimal lineups, that paying up for goal or for defender, is just not in the cards on this slate.
Yeah. Like I think there is a point to play Barcelona fullbacks because there's no longer the Pep possession Johan Cruyff game is Luke de Jong as center forward. So you have Serginho Dest on the left, maybe Oscar Mingueza on the right, a center back. But Barcelona has been getting behind, and when they just go and cross, and so you have thing against Granada. Mingueza have like 20 points, and Araujo scored a goal or something like that. So or Piqué, Piqué goes he plays central striker when he's the savior. So if you feel that,
but he really does.
Yeah,
like he really does end up playing that far forward.
Yeah, no, he does. That's that's what he does. Anyhow, so I feel that pick your guys. I think Mingueza is not a bad play at that salary, but
that Granada match, they finished with 54 crosses.
54. Wow.
54.
Yeah. 54 crosses. We love it on DraftKings, right? So yeah, so it's like so I think that maybe Mingueza, if you think maybe Barcelona's gonna fall behind and they're gonna have to cross. And
Dest had 16 in that game.
Yeah, and he was on the left, right? It's not even like his normal natural leg.
Mm-hmm.
And the US has so many right backs. It's kind of like England. They can put a right back team.
Yeah, they got a hold. Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. Anyhow, but I don't know anyone you like. They say, "Ooh, play this guy." I just don't see anyone that is kind of like makes sense to me. I mean, I saw.
like there are guys that I like that I would, like I said, that I would like on any other slate, but on this one, it's just difficult to justify playing them when you have to give up guys who will kill you if you don't have them. Like I always like Mbabu. I don't think
Yeah.
Alexandro's price is that bad for this slate, but I'm not going to play them. As Piliqueta at 4,300, I never play him, but I actually don't think that's too bad.
Yeah.
But you're probably just better off playing Lazaro if he starts. I don't know. It's a lot of guys whose names I like that I just can't afford on this slate. And so my guess is I will literally just, when lineups come out, I'll scroll to the bottom and try to find
that's what we do. Oh,
yeah, the cheapest green check mark I can and possibly play two of them because I don't think there's any, like one or two defenders that is going to kill me.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you. I mean, I will try. Yeah, it's just not much. I mean, at the bottom, Serginho Dest for 3.7 is not bad, but
not bad.
It's a lottery.
Like you said, you just hope they fall behind, and then he just becomes Jesus Navas.
Exactly. Or maybe Bayern starts Bunasar right back because it's just a matter. It's just hard to say anything now. What's going on with Ben Chilwell? Is he okay?
I think Tuchel just likes Alonso better.
All right. But I mean, not even a minute. I mean, that guy just anyhow. Oh God.
Do you?
All right. Yeah.
Do you? Who did you play goalie today? Oh, Adon again. He was better.
He was better. Not as good as the Sheriff guy or Donnarumma. So I think, did I have the worst goalie? Probably. I maybe Manyang was worse. I don't even know which one was worse, but.
So do you play Boyko from Kyiv because he's going to be Wednesday's Sheriff?
Let's see.
He's 3,600, and they've got Rudy at 39.
I mean, I will say yes. If whatever you have left, I mean, I will. This is usually my technique to do lineups now. And I do a lot of lineups because there's a lot of slates. I put the goalie in the cheapest one first, and then I fill everything else, and then I go back to the goalie, and whatever money left, I pick the one that is closer to the what I can afford. So I think Boyko seems okay. I mean, he's probably going to be negative, but who knows? I like you Villarreal guy seems better to me, but
I agree.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be Asenjo. I guess who playing in La Liga was Rulli this weekend. If it's Rulli, it's Asenjo. It's enough the other way around. I mean, it's just driving me nuts.
Yeah, just
driving me nuts for so rare. It's driving me nuts. But
I bet.
Yeah.
But I think people have made plenty of money playing goalkeepers against Ronaldo.
Yeah, definitely. Just put in there. Obviously, I like Ivo Gervich, but that's probably the worst one. That's probably the. So I think that. I mean, I will try to leave 3,800 for Asenjo. Well, 39 actually. I'm not sure if it's going to be Rulli. I think it's going to be Asenjo, but don't take my word because Ancelotti said he's going to play Lunin, and he never played him. He went Courtois. I guess thank God, but
maybe this weekend.
Maybe.
Or maybe Courtois done because they lost to a team named Sheriff.
Sheriff Tiraspol. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody else seems a little bit whatever you can afford. I feel that
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, besides I mean, I feel Neuer is safe, but for 6,000,
I would say Neuer is significantly safer than De Gea.
Yes, much. I feel that you either go for Neuer and you get you 10 points and maybe a save. Maybe.
He'll complete some passes.
Yeah,
key
yeah, that's
pieces.
true. Maybe, yeah. Sometimes he have an assist, right? He just
Yeah.
good. And then it's like I don't like anyone else. I mean, I don't really because it's all away favor. So you know, I mean, Mendy's good, but it's Juventus.
Yeah.
Same with Chesney, so I don't want those guys. Barcelona is conceding a lot of goals. Same with Benfica. I'm not sure if I want the Benfica guy at that price. Um, so I feel that you either go for Neuer or pick a cheap guy that you can afford and roll that dice. Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about goalkeeper. It's amazing we have the conversations as long as this.
It sucks. It sucks. Especially sucks like today. Then you go and look at the lineups. Oh, who won? Oh, Donnarumma. And it's a 1v1, 2v2.
Yeah.
It's Donnarumma and someone else. So everybody have Hazard, Benzema, Vinicius, and then it's someone else. Milner, Mahrez, Neymar. So I had Neymar and Milner. So Neymar didn't do well, Milner do well. Then my goalie was Adan, and obviously Adan can get to Donnarumma. So so that's the nature of the beast these days.
That's right.
DFS is so much fun.
If anybody has any follow-up questions for Luis, you can find him on Twitter at Pacheco. You can find me at RotoWire Andrew. Also available in the RotoWire Discord, which is open for all subscribers. Just go to rotowire.com/chat to join. If you are not a RotoWire subscriber and would like to try us out for free for 10 days, just go to rotowire.com/soccer trial. Like I said, 10 free days to the site, no credit card required, actually gets you access to the entire site, particularly the cheat sheets and articles for our Champions League stuff that are linked below if you are watching this on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, if you could please hit the like button below and feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can get notified for all of the videos that we put out. And if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, if you could please rate and review it wherever you listen. Thank you to So Rare for sponsoring the podcast. And Luis, thank you for all of that information and good luck on Wednesday.
Good luck.